Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today I'm reviewing the new cigar from Gispert. This is the Gispert Intenso Toro. Now, this is a collaboration between guess who, AJ Fernandez, and Altadas's Grupo de Maestros, being produced in Tabacalera Fernandez factory. Gispert is a brand that has pre-revolution origins in Cuba. Very old brand. And today the Gispert on the market is a mild Connecticut shade offering made in Honduras. Very little has changed there. Hasn't been a lot of waves in the Gispert category until now. And what they're hoping to do is to put a little intensity into it. This cigar uses a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Dominican and Nicaraguan filler. It is available in three sizes: a Corona 5x44, Toro, today's choice 6x50, and a Bellicoso 6 1/8 by 52. So that is pretty much the story on Gispert Intenso. So let's get right to it. Love the name, Intenso. The new Gispert Intenso Toro. All right, looking at the cigar, as you can see, it is extremely dark. It is box pressed. There is your density shot. Has a nice feel in the hand. I mean, it's a Toro 6x50 box press. Has the fairly dense feel. We'll see how that plays out. Good draw. No trouble there. Well, the first flavors I'm getting are a black licorice with some cream. Gives it a little sweetness. Espresso, and one of the most intense black peppers I've had ever. I would put it at 9 plus on the black pepper scale. When you retrohale, it is just about a 10. It is so intense. It is just about as high as it can get. This has got to be as just an opposite polar effect of a normal Gispert cigar, with a Connecticut shade, and then going to this. It's like both ends of the spectrum. It's as far apart as you can get. But that's how it's starting. The pepper is where it gets its name from, Intenso. The pepper is so intense. It's amazing. Black pepper fans, you found one here. If you don't even care about the flavors, if you just want to feel black pepper and taste black pepper, this is it. So let's see where we go from here. But that's how it's starting. Quite intense. All right, I'm only about 3/4 of an inch in, maybe 7 to 8 minutes in. But the cigar has changed already, so I wanted to let you know about it. We've gone away from the licorice notes. Now we're a very sweet cedar, sort of a buttery cedar. A little brown sugar in there. Still have some light cream notes, giving it a little bit of thickness. consistency of cream. The black pepper has toned down. It had nowhere to go but down. It's down to around an 8 now. Very manageable. It's not over the top. The cigar is every bit full bodied as soon as it's lit. It's a full bodied cigar right from the get go. The finish is a very thick cream with some brown sugar notes, and as you would expect, some nice lingering black pepper. So within 5 minutes or so of lighting it up, it goes from the licorice notes to the sweet cedar with some buttery notes and brown sugar, and does tone down a little bit, but it is still full body. Well, I'm pretty much at the midpoint. The black pepper really does clear your sinuses up. And now there are some flashes just a little bit in the mix there, and you can detect them of raw almonds. You still got nice sweet cedar with brown sugar, lots of coffee, espresso, and still quite a bit of black pepper. The black pepper is not going away. That's going to be the intense part of this cigar. Finish is by and large unchanged. Still very full-bodied. I would suggest having something on your stomach when you have this cigar. It is that intense. It is that full-bodied. But the raw almonds probably are coming from the Dominican filler. Typically, that's where I find you get that flavor. But it has enough sweetness now. It has a decent amount of sweetness. It's very good. I would say that as soon as you get the front end sweeter flavors, right after that, you get the intense black pepper and coffee notes. The almonds are sort of bridging between the sweet flavors and those dark notes. So at the midpoint, that's where we are. Well, I got about 2 inches remaining. At this point, the espresso and black pepper have overtaken the sweet cedar and brown sugar as far as the lead flavor. And the cigar is very, very full body. The finish still has cream and a little brown sugar, but there's a lot of coffee notes also. Lingering black pepper. The black pepper is rebounded back to around 8.5, close to a 9 again. It's not quite 9. Let's call it 8.5 because it's a little below what it was when it started. But it's very full bodied. This cigar is probably a little too intense for a mediocre cigar smoker, let's call it. Beginners can forget it. They would die. I mean, it's just too much. Experienced cigar smokers would probably like it. I actually do. It's not something I can smoke every day, but it's got power. It's got enough sweetness there and plenty of pepper and coffee notes, but it's quite intense. Playing on the name, it's quite an intense cigar. So we'll be back to wrap it up here shortly, but at this point, you got massive espresso and pepper notes. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Still have your almond notes that sort of act as a bridge between the cedar and and brown sugar and the espresso and black pepper. But I would still say in this short jump from the last segment to now that the espresso and black pepper are the lead flavors, with the brown sugar, almonds, and cedar a close second, but it's not quite 50-50 split. The cigar is quite full-bodied. You have to smoke it slow, or it'll. Even an experienced cigar smoker like myself, I consider myself experienced. You can feel the Ligero surging through your veins. It's loaded. We'll say the finish is unchanged. This has been a good cigar. AJ pulled out the heavy artillery for this one with the Maestro de Grupos, I believe is how you say it. They combined for a powerhouse cigar. It is just amazing how Gispert can go from one extreme to the other, but they have. This has been a quite interesting cigar and a powerhouse cigar, but it has good flavors. So for me, I'm rating it a 92. It's just not an everyday cigar, in my opinion. You may differ. You may love it. But black pepper fans need to just put this one on your radar and try it, because you're going to love, if you love black pepper and want black pepper, you have it in this cigar. So there you have it. The Gispert Intenso Toro 92, a powerhouse.